Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Guns found in hidden TV in Montego Bay. Police investigators were at the Montego Bay seaboard in St. James, where a shipment of guns was found. Information reaching reporters are that the guns were found hidden inside a television. A well-placed source revealed that a dismantled high-powered rifle and two handguns have been found so far. The search continues, the source reported. Additional information soon. Police seized firearm in Central Village, 3 men in custody. The St. Catherine South Police are reporting the seizure of a Glock pistol, 2 magazines and 39mm rounds. The discovery was made during a targeted operation in Central Village area. According to reports, 3 men were approached by lawmen in the area. They were searched and a bag containing the firearm and ammunition was found in the possession of one of the men. All 3 men were taken into custody where they will be questioned. This is the second firearm seizure in Central Village area over the past 5 days. The latest seizure follows on February 22nd, discovery of an M1 Garand rifle and a magazine. Reports are that police conducted targeted operations in the Windsor Heights area when the search of a premises yielded the finding. It is unclear if anyone was arrested in connection with that find. 18-year-old chef drowns in Plum Valley, Portland. A teenager is suspected to have drowned at a river in Plum Valley, Buff Bay, Portland on the weekend. He has been identified as 18-year-old Romario Grant, a chef of Lorna Avenue, Kingston 19. Reports are that Grant was among a group of people swimming in the river in Plum Valley District about 1:30 p.m. Saturday when he got into difficulties and drowned. Several people reportedly attempted to rescue him, but their attempts were futile. In a video of the incident circulating on social media, men can be seen retrieving Grant's body from the water as some onlookers wail in disbelief. "A long time them coulda go and go get and save him, you know," lamented one woman. "Jesus Christ, man, and look how close they saw him did they," another added. The police were later alerted and the body was removed to the morgue. A post-mortem is to be conducted. The Portland police are carrying out an investigation into the incident. Plan for reopening of entertainment sector heads to cabinet. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond McKenzie is expected to discuss proposed measures that would govern the highly anticipated reopening of the entertainment industry. According to a release, McKenzie, who was addressing reporters in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland on Friday, said that he has been tasked by Prime Minister Andrew Holness to come up with a plan for reopening the sector, but in line with health and safety protocols that would not jeopardize the lives of Jamaicans. I cannot detail the plan here, as it has to go to Cabinet for approval. It will be presented to the Cabinet on Monday, February 28, after which the country will be notified. McKenzie said that it should be noted that sport events have been given the green light to reopen and that things appear to be going well in that regard. He added that while the government has no intention of being discriminatory or to be seen that way, he is encouraging everyone to get vaccinated. "We have granted approval for sporting events, Gibson Relay, the Character Games, West Indies and Sunlight Cup Cricket, Boys and Girls Champs, Netball, Basketball," the minister added. "We are reopening the sectors and our attention is now turned to entertainment. We, however, must be careful, diligent, and I want to remind the country that we are not yet out of COVID. We have to do everything according to our health and safety protocols." The minister said he is aware that comparisons are being made about the size of crowds at events, even in North America, but he noted that 80% of those persons are vaccinated. "All the events that we have given approval for persons who are fully vaccinated. Let us use this opportunity to tell persons not that they want to go to these events, but that the science has proven that vaccination works and has reduced the potential of being hospitalized or even dying," McKenzie added. Holness told a virtual press conference last Tuesday that it's about time that they're trying to get the right balance as we carefully exit the COVID protocols. DCS to resume non-contact visits at juvenile institutions. The Department of Correctional Services DCS has announced that effective Tuesday, March 1, 2022, it will resume non-contact visits within the juvenile institutions. According to a release, the phased resumption follows an advice from the organization's medical team based on a significant decrease in positive cases within our institutions following the fourth wave of COVID-19. Visitation at juvenile centers is phase 1 of the resumption. In 2020, the DCS discontinued visiting correctional institutions to prevent the introduction of the COVID-19 virus within the centers. To date, DCS has recorded 1,111 positive cases, 13 deaths, and 1,109 recoveries within the correctional centers. It shared that despite the reduced number of cases, the organization will continue to maintain strict adherence to all COVID-19 protocols. Jamaican girls sweep Food for Change regional story writing competition. Jamaican female students walk away with 3 of the top 5 awards in the recent concluded Food for Change Caribbean story writing competition held under the University of the West Indies, Improving Household Nutrition Security and Public Health in CARICOM project, the Food and Nutrition Fund project. Michaela Nesbitt and Neville and Morgan, who attended Glenmore High School in Clarendon, and Haley Clark from Westwood High School for Girls in Trelawney, won laptop computers for the stories they submitted, which illustrated learning objectives for the Health and Family Life Education Revised Curriculum. Professor Alafia Samuels, principal investigator with the Fund project, congratulated the girls and explained why the contest was held. This competition was all about using children's voices to talk to other children about healthy eating, good living, and self-esteem, and these young ladies excelled. There were 85 entries to the Food for Change Caribbean story writing competition and 5 winners, 3 from Jamaica, 1 from St. Kitts, and 1 from Barbados. Speaking at the recent award ceremony in Kingston, Jamaica Samuels explained that the winning stories will anchor an exciting activity under the Fund project. We are going to be using the winning stories and working with the Jamaican award-winning Ashley Theatre Company. We will create audio versions of stories that will explain the challenges that young people face in society around living healthy, loving themselves, eating right, and exercising, said Samuels. The winning young women all said they found the experience rewarding but challenging. Nesbitt explained why she wrote the winning story titled Keller's Body. I picked that topic because I don't feel that the relationship between body image, eating, and mental health among teens is spoken about enough in Jamaica and the rest of the Caribbean, said Nesbitt. The 4-year Fund project, which ends in June, focuses on investigating and influencing national food system to help combat obesity and diet-related non-communicable diseases, NCDs, in CARICOM. The project seeks to identify and intervene at key leverage points in the regional food system to improve healthy eating and promote sustainable livelihoods for vulnerable groups in Jamaica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and St. Kitts and the Nevis. At the end of the project, the findings will be packed for use by other CARICOM member states so that successful, effective activities can be adopted and implemented. USAID boosts Jamaica's push to get COVID-19 vaccines to private health facilities. 8 private entities in the health sector last week signed grants totaling $600,000 with the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, to continue the rollout of the Health Ministry's outsourcing of COVID-19 vaccines. The ministry is trying to administer 75,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccines through private entities. So far, approximately 17,000 doses have been given outside of the public health system, State Minister for Health Juliette Cuthbert-Finn noted during a signing ceremony at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. Last September, the ministry signed contracts with the first batch of private health facilities, doctors' offices, and pharmacies to outsource the administration of vaccines. Now persons also have the option of getting vaccinated at Windsor Wellness Center, Fantana Pharmacy, Faircom Medical and Dermatological Center, Vein Centers of Jamaica, Health Plus Pharmacy, Bethel Baptist Church, and Online Medical. Up to last Friday, just over 1.3 million COVID-19 vaccine doses have been administered across Jamaica, according to the Health Ministry. Of that number, 678,759 were first doses, 562,761 were second doses, and 86,809 were single doses, while 27,586 were booster doses. This puts Jamaica at just over 649,570 individuals fully vaccinated up to last Friday, out of the government's original target of approximately 2 million. The World Health Organization (WHO) has advised its timeline to mid-2022 for countries to reach 70% vaccination coverage. Jamaica is one of only 10 countries in the Caribbean that have not yet reached the WHO target of 40% of the eligible population vaccinated by this point. Last week, Director of the Pan American Health Organization (PAHO) Dr. Carissa pointed out that in Jamaica, casual workers and young men are among those who remain vulnerable and need targeted intervention. She said these groups have the lowest vaccination rates in the island. Some people have not gotten vaccinated because they no longer see COVID as a risk to themselves. Yet the spread and death toll of the Omicron variant have shown that underestimating this virus only fuels the pandemic and leads to more suffering, she said. Dr. Carissa noted that although new cases across the Caribbean dropped by 44%, more than half of the 13 countries and territories in the region that reported deaths were in the Caribbean. Noting the trend in COVID-19 cases requiring critical care, she said ICU cases in Jamaica rose by 23% last week compared to the previous week. These trends show that many places are still in the midst of the Omicron surge, so we must stay vigilant and uphold the measures that have been proven to save lives. Dr. Carissa emphasized that with more than over 21 million people in the region fully vaccinated, there is real-world data indicating that COVID-19 vaccines are safe and effective against the disease. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.